Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn IT with Venkat. Today I am going to discuss you about what are the basic configuration have to be done once you install Raspberry Pi operating system. Here I am going to use Raspberry config command for configuring all the basic configurations. Let me see how. If suppose the Raspberry Pi's Wi-Fi SSID password is different from your actual Wi-Fi, no need to worry. Click the laptop Wi-Fi, right click mobile hotspot, go to settings. Here you can enable the hotspot. Through my laptop Wi-Fi, I am providing the hotspot to my Raspberry Pi with the SSID Cisco and password Cisco123 is my Raspberry Pi's SSID password. If you look at my laptop Wi-Fi is different, but here I am enabling my hotspot to provide with the name of Raspberry Pi's SSID. Now you can see my Raspberry Pi connected with the IP address 192.168.137.30. I have installed Cisco PL app image in my Raspberry Pi. So go to PL app launcher and here connected with the IP address. So click connect. If you want to know how this image and all, you can refer my previous video. Here I am typing my password. This is the home page. New terminal. So first I have to check for the PuTTY. PuTTY is one way of connecting the Raspberry Pi for remote access through SSH. So PuTTY, I am opening the software. So this is the window of PuTTY. I am typing the IP address of my Raspberry Pi. Just copying it, paste it here, and just edit it. 192.168.137.30 is my Raspberry Pi's IP. I'm using SSH. Connect it, but by default it won't allow you to connect your Raspberry Pi remotely. So here network error, connection refused by your Raspberry Pi for remote access. So first I have to enable it. This is the very basic thing we have to do it on our Raspberry Pi. So for that first I have to enable it. Raspi-config is the command. Give enter. So this is the window for doing all the basic configuration of your Raspberry Pi. Here you have so many options, tools. So now we are going for interfacing options. So these are all the basic things we have to do it. First we have a Pi camera. So P1 camera module to enable in your Raspberry Pi. Just click it. Yes or no, you can choose it. Now I want to enable it. So yes, click OK. Enabled. Next interfacing option. Next is the SSH, which we are actually looking for. Secure cell. Disable or enable for remote command line CLI access of your Pi. So click enter. We want to enable this SSH server. So click yes, and here it was enabled. It is enabled. Okay. Interface option again, and here you can see VNC virtual network components here for remote access of GUI graphical user interface, and SPI here serial peripheral interfaces. There are so many options. I2C and one wire interface. One wire is the most of the industry sensors are coming with one wire technology, so we have to enable it for future purpose. Also for remote GPIO, general purpose input output, which you can access your all IP input output pins. Here you can use update also, but I'm going to use it with the commands. So finish the configuration. Here it is asking for reboot. I am do it later. Now I am going to update the Raspberry Pi. For that apt get is the command space update. So it will update all my packages. So for this you are in need of internet, so it will take some time to update it. You will download the packages and it will install in your Raspberry Pi. So now you can see it done here. Now check with the PuTTY. Same IP address 192.168.137.130. Now I am going to check it. Now you can say now it is accepted the connection. So yes. So login as the username it is asking. By default, the username for login through PuTTY SSH is Pi and the password is Raspberry. Now you can see, now we have connected with our Raspberry Pi through PuTTY. So sudo su is for root user also connected. Sudo su means super user, switch user, super user. Okay. So notebook ls, you can see all the directories under your notebook, which is a Cisco materials, my project files, everything. Close it off. So now Raspberry Pi connected remotely also. Now I have to upgrade it. Upgrade means looking for the new version of your packages. So apt-get upgrade. So it will take time to install all the packages. 31.7 MB is needed additionally. Nearly it will take 15 minutes to install all the new versions, because when you are downloading the Raspbian operating system, it is coming up with some packages, but that is not updated one, and also it is that will not be a new version one. So you have to use, by default you have to use, once you install Raspbian operating system, you have to run update and also upgrade. So now everything done. I am going to shut down and restart it. So now my Pi is restarted here. Connect. So again it has been connected. So now Raspberry -config to explore some more things. So here you can see change user password. So I am giving new user password for my SSH root I am giving. Password changed successfully. Now I am going to check with the PuTTY. So 192.168.137.130. So login as Pi. I had changed the user password as root. Now you can see it is accessed through root. Hope you understand. Share with your friends and subscribe this channel. Bye.